saw here that got my attention.
One of Studius Fortis's many scrolls. It was a pain getting him to Baronlight.
Some of them, more
Still,
like.
He didn't deserve to be run down by Regalla's riders.
And this one here.
Is this a piece from the bulwark? Kotallo must have brought this with him as a trophy. I may have fired the cannon, but he really put Tekotteh in his place.
Alright.
I wonder.
Now then.
Varl looks happy about his training partner.
Learning is best done together.
Huh. Question is, what are you guys studying?
I see you've settled in.
Gaia did say this place was built for us, so we could regain control of our lands with her terraforming system. Nurture them like the land gods do Plainsong's fields. It does strike me as odd that a place of life should have so much metal.
It's what they had to build with. Now the question here is, how far would this observation center be extended till? I mean, are we talking like this, everything this side of the Mississippi River? Or just like, you know, the West Coast?
Learn anything interesting lately?
There's been much to read up on now that Aether has been reunited with Gaia. It's hard to imagine that machines like Stormbirds once helped heal the skies. I used to be terrified of them as a child. Thunder still brings chills to my skin. But everything Gaia creates has a purpose, no?
Yeah. And if we can get Hephaestus back, she can get those Stormbirds in line.
Yeah, well, kind of makes sense. I mean, you're supposed to be afraid of lightning. Like you're supposed to be afraid of fire.
You've spoken with Kotallo?
A few words. Tenakth don't have much use for us outsiders. You must have made quite the impression for him to offer his fealty.
You've been getting to know Erend, I assume?
Of course. Any friend of Varl's is a friend of mine. In this case, a very loud friend.
He's a rough one. But he's also someone you can have faith in no matter what the situation.
Right. I should probably go.
Somehow he'll
Is
make
it
it
true
work.
you're investigating a signal coming from one of Gaia's seedlings?
Maybe. We'll know for sure when we check it out.
Be careful.
We will.
Now, what about Kotallo? What about the man himself?
Looks like Erend and Kotallo moved their stuff in.
Let's see. Whose is whose? Leather armor, handle, just like the ones they had at Chainscrape. No head though. And oh, yeah. Barrels, bottles, and buckets everywhere. Definitely Erend's. So this one. Ah, Sky Clan purple. Definitely Kotallo's.
Looks like Gaia was able to unlock that door.
There has to be more to this data.
Gaia, what was this room for?
This was intended to be a recreational room for Control Center operatives. Unfortunately, the entertainment modules were lost with the Apollo database.
Oh, that's too bad.
So this was a gaming room. These would have been the thrones they were riding in while they were playing, I'm sure, their full 3D open world games. And these probably were displays for anyone who wasn't in the chairs. Or who knows, maybe they still had tabletops, you know, in 30 years. Now.
No good. Door's locked until Gaia can restore access. Huh. Looks like someone's rearranged stuff in here.
Aloy, I see you found your room.
Oh.
Your companions thought you would appreciate a private space of your own.
That was thoughtful of them.
Indeed. Alright.
This is the rite of passage that Vashav gave me at the embassy. I liked him. He seemed like a good man. I think he was really looking forward to going home.
A Tanakh dagger that once belonged to Marshal Vazav. It serves as proof of right passage to the Tanakh clan lands, collected by Varl.
When I met Hikaru, I figured he was just another bloodthirsty warlord. Vashav was right. Hikaru wants peace. It won't be easy. But with his new marshals, maybe his vision has a chance. My old spear. Rust helped me make it. When I finished my training. Feels like so long ago now. When Varl found me after the Hades Proving Lab, I thought I saw Rost. I don't think he'd understand any of this,
Tch.
or what I have to do. But still,
Ikri said it best.
wish he was here.
He'd try. And he'd be there to back you up no matter what. But I think Ikri said it best. I can just imagine him, stout as a tree, and just as unmovable. Now,
I've been carrying Elizabeth's pendant with me for months. But since we're gonna stay a while, I think I'll keep it here, where it'll be safe.
let's see if I can get this angle. Yep, that's the little sphere she had.
Elizabeth put all of her faith in Gaia. And Gaia put all of her faith in me. If I can do it all, recover the subfunctions, defeat Varzineth, heal the world, I'd like to think Elizabeth would be proud.
She'd be no matter what. Now, there, see, the fire's over there. But I need one in here so I can save. Ah, here he is.
I'm no chaplain, but that is...
That was another one of those subordinate function things. Yeah, that one was called Hades. And you said Aloy ended it for good, right? Gaia doesn't need it. I think we're all better off without it.
So
Damn
the
right.
10 carried their visions with them.
Still getting used to this
Aloy.
thing.
It's good to see you. I'm guessing
Well, I
you've got
guess
a lot of
just
questions.
getting used to it.
I've been told of our enemy and their intentions. Your friends showed me to the vision you keep in this place, Gaia, and gave me this focus. I don't pretend to fully understand everything, but all I really need to know is where to train and when to fight.
Welcome to the team, then. Now that you know who the enemy is, do you have any questions?
I'll admit, I find them hard to grasp. From the heavens. And invulnerable.
For now.
I will leave the strategy to you. I trust you will point my blade where it will cut the deepest.
Simple guy. He has the mind of a philosopher, but the practicality of a soldier. He just needs to know how to punch them. He'll figure out when and where.
You've had some time with the team now. Any thoughts?
I admit, I was surprised to see Nutaru here. Farmers don't make for effective soldiers.
I'm told she rallied some in her tribe against the Karja. and fought all the way to Barren Light.
Interesting. Perhaps I am mistaken.
About Zoe, at least, yes. There's no exclamation mark here, but it's not dark.
What are you looking at over there?
The others have been helping me decipher the symbols the focus shows me. So, I thought I'd try to understand the weapon you intend to use against the enemy. This Hephaestus, it will be able to make machines that answer to Gaia?
Yes.
How many?
Once we get Hephaestus under
As many
control.
as we need.
Such power. Has the world ever seen the like?
They have. That's what ended the world. When the glitch caused the Timor swarm to fly out of control. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. And of course when Hades took control and brought all the Deathbringers back.
You said the Bulwark was your home a long time ago. That you were part of the Sky Clan.
Oh, this is different.
Yes.
That's all you're gonna tell me?
Fine.
Doesn't want to talk.
As you wish. My parents were killed in a clan skirmish, so I was raised by my squad. As I grew older, I came to be known as an accomplished fighter.
Very
Tekote
believable.
took a special interest in me. I fought by his side against the Karja, and led my squad on a dangerous climb into the Daunt. It was I who opened
Wait.
the gates at Barren Light from the east side,
Oh,
allowing the Tenakth to raise it.
That must have gotten you some attention.
that...
Indeed. I was welcomed home as a hero, and I was content.
Then why'd you leave?
I became a marshal.
That's something I notice about him. He doesn't seem to toot his own horn. He's... How best can I describe this? He reminds me of how I imagine George Washington to be. You know, extremely accomplished, incredibly bright, respected and feared by both enemy and ally, but he doesn't toot his own horn. At the end of it all, George Washington, he could have been king of the newly formed United States, but that's not what he chose. He had his 2 terms in office, as was their established policy. They established that he himself also established, and then he retired to a ordinary life. He farmed, he brewed, he had a family. He died a man content knowing that he had done his duty and he had saved his family, his friends, and formed a nation. He had stood up for what he believed in, fought for it, bled for it, won, and he was satisfied. That reminds me a lot of what this man is like. I'm not saying his name because I don't want to get it wrong. Hikaru, Tekote. Some of these guys have very complicated names, and it's hard to keep them all straight.
Why did you leave the Sky Clan to become a marshal?
I was sent to the Kulrut by Tekote.
Katalo, Katote, Tekote, Hikaru. It's almost like there should be, an exclamation in between their names. It's like they're saying 2 different words.
Back then, I would have obeyed his every order. I believed in him, like one would a father. I was too blind to see the fear in his eyes. Fear of a rising young warrior challenging his command of the clan. I returned a hero from the battle at Barren Light. But to him, I was only a threat. It never occurred to him that I had no interest in rising above my station.
That's the problem with someone like Tekote. Selfish bastards spend too much time thinking about themselves and how easily they can fall. They end up thinking everybody else thinks the same as them. So it never occurred to him that So it never occurred to him that Katala might not want the same. That he'd be happy being an excellent number 2, and he didn't want to be number 1. Because of course, once he became a marshal, they have to renounce their clans and serve all to Noth, which meant that he couldn't become the chief of any clan. Although technically, if Hikaru chose, assuming he didn't decide to pass it on to a family member, his own son or daughter, for example, he could have possibly passed it on, of course, to a trustworthy marshal. Oh, that would serve Tekotteh very well. If in the end, he put Kotallo on the way to being a marshal to get him out of the way so that he wouldn't be able to challenge him to be clan chief. But if he ended up making him king, Kotallo, well, Chief Kotallo, that would suck so much for him.
Why did Tekotteh think you wouldn't be a threat to him if he sent you to the Kulrut?
He'd either win or he'd be a marshal.
If I survived the Kulrut, I'd be forced to forsake the clan to serve the Tenakth as a whole. I'd never be allowed to challenge his command, even if I wanted to. After our victory at Barren Light, Tekotteh spoke to our people, said it would be selfish to rob Hikaru and the marshals of a warrior like myself. Even though he knew perfectly well I had no intention of ever leaving. It was exile, guised as an honor. One he knew I couldn't refuse. So I became a marshal, and never looked back.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I am not. Though it pained me at the time, a marshal is what I was destined to be.
I mean, think about it. If he wasn't a marshal, he wouldn't have been there at Barren Light. None of this would have happened. He wouldn't be here now. Admittedly, he'd probably still have both arms, but...
What did Chief Hikaru say when you told him he'd be joining me here?
You spilt rebel blood at the Grove, and helped reunite the clans. There was little more to be said. He understood.
Well, I'm honored he lent me his best marshal. At least for a little while.
Indeed.
When we were at the Bulwark, the guard said something about the Wings of the Ten. Hikaru also mentioned it at the Kulrut. Dekka, too. What does it mean?
The visions tell us that the Ten flew on great metal machines with wings, and leapt into battle from the sky. For us,
Flight
to
suits.
imitate this feat is the ultimate expression of martial prowess, and it is why the challengers leap into the arena during the Kulrut. Many times I imagined it as a child. The feeling of freedom, and the awe it must have inspired.
I should go. Feel free to check in on Hikaru and your people.
I will. I overheard that Varl and Erend are to accompany you on a mission. Do you require my assistance?
I'd rather have you and Zoe guard the base while we're away.
It shall be done. May the Ten walk with you.
That was another one of those subordinate
Alright. Well, I can cut about 15-20 minutes off of the last video and tack it onto this one, I guess.
I think we're all better off with that.
But now, there's still one last thing I want to do. I'm trying to remember what the skills were that I started uploading onto this one because now that I have, you know, a Claw Strider mount, I thought I'd end up using that in combat a lot more. So, you know, I've plugged a few of these into there. I also made sure to this. This is definitely the best spike thrower move. It only uses, as far as I can tell, looks like it only uses one of each projectile, and in turn splits it into 5. So that means I can get 5 times the bang for just 1 ammunition, which is good because those spikes are hell of expensive. The subroutine I'm not gonna worry about. Let's see. Stealth ranged. And of course, stealth tear. I think this is definitely going to be handy for when I get back in that arena. Like I said in the last video, it makes it so that I don't have to worry about resupplying all my gear. They'll pay it all back afterwards. So now I can go totally ham with stuff like my bombs and my spike throwers. Oh, that is one thing. There should be a workbench in this place.
So, our enemy is immortal. Most of my people don't survive past 30.
Really? That's really sad. Actually, I think I've heard that before. This, I think I'm definitely going to upgrade at some point. I mean, if for no other reason. It does, you know, so many of the elemental damages. I'm not crazy about shock. I much prefer frost, acid, and fire. On account of, you know, frost and acid do a lot of the same thing. But of course, most machines are, let's see. Yep. One problem though is that it uses up 5 at once, so I gotta make sure I know what I'm hitting with it.
There she is. You ready to head out?
Yep.
Let's go.
Look at us. 3 battle-hardened badasses forging into the unknown. This ought to be good.
Why does he not look as excited? Why does he look like Aloy? Not nearly as excited as he should be. Ugh. One thing I'll agree.
Distress call. Had to be up a really steep mountain, huh?
This is one case where I agree with Aaron. I hate cardio, and I hate climbing. What the? I got endurance like plenty, but I hate going up, and I hate running. A zenith?
Merman.
Merman? Those are people too, you know. Uppity little... What the? That is a big crossbow. Little bitch.
What
the
hell?
Exactly. Oh! Suck it, bitch. Oh. Uh-oh. You need to put that down.
Well, that takes the keg.
Very well said.
Varl, see if there's anything over there.
On it.
We'll check out the battlefield. Let's start with that zenith.
Huh, there's a chest.
Well, there are obviously more zeniths than we know about.
Can't believe you fought one of them.
I wonder how... Almost didn't make it.
Verbena.
Whatever the rebels did, it took down her shield. But why was she here? I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith had?
It looked like she can make it come and go at will. But it's gone now.
Yeah. Well, go do your thing. I'll wait here.
First of all...
What?
Hello, Verbena? What do you have for me?
I checked everywhere, still no sign of the asset. Can we call off this pointless search already?
Let's not forget who let it slip away in the first place. Now, I'd like to see results by nightfall. Do you think you can manage that?
Hold on. I think I see something.
The asset. Huh. Oh. Stalker Dart Gun. Oh. Duh. Oh, that one's loaded. Huh.
The Spectre had instructions to assist recovery of the asset. I wonder what this asset is.
Huh. X9, K4, 16NS. That's a lot of numbers. Order received. Assist recovery of the asset. Continue monitoring. Versus Sutter or Ainage. Sent to G. Burry. Engaging target. Hostiles engaging targets. Danger system failure. Emit. That's obviously when that guy got that guy's weapon stuck in there. Let's see, up here.
Looks like the rebels camped here for a while. Are they watching this area?
How would they know that these guys were gonna be here?
One of the sons of Prometheus. It looks like his focus was sending data on the weapons somewhere else.
Telemetry, initiating coordinates, redacted. Malfunction detection, self-destruction. Wait, self-destruct initiated? That thing intentionally blew up.
Ah, the weapon's still hot. I need to know how it worked. But I'll have to check on it once it's cooled off. Alright. I think I have an idea what happened here. I better
Saw
get back to
something
Erend.
else up here. Oh. Ravager Circulator is the most valuable thing in that. Huh. This could be useful. Wait, there are two Spectres? Wait, no. A Ravager.
Knock rebels, Asaram, Zenith, freaky machine.
I'll hold off on that. But yeah, no. If it comes to a fight, I got a Ravager cannon, that dark gun, and an excellent vantage point to rain hell down.
All right, she who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
This was a carefully planned attack. I found camping gear up there. The rebels must have been staking out this place for at least a few days. They were waiting for the Zeniths to show up. All so that they could test that weapon. The Zeniths have a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it. The Oseram that was operating it was sending data on it somewhere else. It was probably just a prototype.
I've known tinkers that do that. I'd do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing. Well, I guess it's still a work in progress, if it blew up.
She was searching for something she lost. Her drone had instructions to recover something called the asset.
The asset? Is that the sub-function thing that you said could be here? Eleuthia?
I'm not sure.
Ah,
Let's go talk to Varl.
the problem with asset is that it's a very general term. Literally, my spear, my focus, and my bow was an asset. And then again, so is Erend and Varl. An asset is literally the definition of anything that can be called of value. So saying that they were sent here to recover it just means that they were here to recover something actually of value. But it could be worth a penny or it could be worth $1 million. What's down there?
That's a long way down.
Something tunneled straight down into the mountain. Looks recent.
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That Zenith the rebels killed was looking for something called the asset. I don't know what it is, but my guess is it's somewhere down there.
All right, so we head down.
Erend, stay here and stand watch. That Zenith isn't the only one of its kind. I don't want to be caught by surprise if the others show up. Contact us by focus if you see anything.
Okay.
Or if maybe another
Any
couple of those
trouble
drones
shows
show
I'll
up.
call you.
Let's go. There's some kind of old world ruin down here.
You said the Zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
Yeah, from the Proving Lab.
So maybe they were after Eleuthia. Found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe.
That's far from the craziest theory I've ever heard. Trying to figure out what this stuff is for, though. Nothing to scan. Nothing.
Looks like some kind of data center. I might be able to access the facility systems from that console.
Ah. Command log. What does it say? Storage unit access, data transfer initiated. Operation suspended, fusion reactor on standby mode. Huh. Something was here and then it wasn't. Uh-oh. What's that? Get out of my... Beamcast transmitter of unknown design. Damage beyond repair.
I've never seen a transmitter like this before. Looks like it's self-destructed.
No, but that ivory and gold look. That's just like that's just like what the, I don't know, clothes that the Zeniths wear looks just like that. Let's see.
This was a Far Zenith research lab. It looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
So Eleuthea's gone?
If it was ever here, then probably. But then why were the Zeniths still searching for the asset? Let's keep looking around.
They came here and then they lost something. Shit, now I wish I was paying more attention. There's a data point here. It's not a side quest, it's not the world, so it should be somewhere in here. Zero Dawn trade agreement, initial Delver's journal, log, bad urges, testing log. Nope, not that one. Command log, telemetry log? No. Spectre instructions. That's a distress signal. Damn it. Ugh. Wait. Nimma Research Facility. That I can work with. New home. Verbena base. Charles got no truck with traders. Failsafe. Verba. bad way to go. 5 tries, 5 bombs. The others uneasy. You're on trade. Nope. Shipping manifests. Notice of closure. Darkened sun. Unfinished letter. Nope. Cyclops. Museum. Relic. Rah. I'll have to check it later. Once I finally put this episode up.
So, exploring another far Zenith ruin.
At least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
Or anything you can blow up.
Heh. Let's see what's up here. Come on, something to scan, some information. Excuse me? Huh. Pop this open, I hope. This place is a maze. Let's see what goes where.
This place is huge. Some kind of storage room, maybe.
Maybe the asset is in here somewhere.
If it is, somehow the Zenith couldn't find it. Let's look around.
Ah! Priority shift. Right now we've lost the brightest star amongst us. Research and see is near and dear to Peter. On behalf of that new High Council. Yet as we mourn our founder, we must keep our gaze to the bright future ahead. Peter.
All this stuff. Wonder what they were doing here.
Well, knowing Far Zenith, probably discovering amazing things. For their own benefit.
Yeah. That sounds about right. Find anything that might tell us what the asset is?
I don't think so.
Progress report. Improvement decreasing the time between top jumps that commercially available treatments like team results in neuropsychology experiments seem promising. Tokyo facility, we see functional first generation implants. Digital transcendence. What are these guys trying to figure out how to actually upload and download their brains? I'm talking about literally, like, you know, not being in the Matrix, not a, you know, a digital existence, but being able to turn themselves into pure data. That way, it'd be like a Cybertronian spark. As long as the mind is fine, the body can be, you know, thrown into a paper shredder, but it would be fine, because then you can just upload it into another one. Wait. Nope. Came through this way. You just need to upload it into another. Now let's see, where were we? Okay. I wanted to try to figure out a way to get into there. Oh, that was easy. Nothing but syllable junk. Nothing through there. Come on, Varl, keep up. Huh.
So, how is Erend taking all of this? Really?
Well, Gaia, Zenith, Focus. It's a lot. But when I caught up to him in the Daunt and said you needed our help, he dropped everything and turned around.
Well, he's loyal. That's for sure.
Now, what about this? Spoon-fed. I can say that about a lot of folks. Wish you'd been on the call with me with Zero. Wish you'd been on the call with me with Zero Dawn. Whoever negotiated this deal with them was a genius. A bunch of our old tech collecting dust and storage in exchange for a copy of All Human Knowledge. Talk about a bargain. The guy heading up the Eleuthia subfunction, Patrick, see sparkles in his eyes when he was bombarding us with follow-up questions. Anyway, they're requesting additional material on nutrition delivery. Higher ups gave the go-ahead, so send over everything we have. Pee his pants with glee. I believe he was the man behind the Eleuthia, the function that was responsible for gestating and raising the first generations of humans after Zero Dawn got off the ground. Alright, now... grapple point. And... let's see, is there one over here too?
This'll break my fall.
Ah, 2 for 1.
A control console. To access the storage units.
Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
Well, let's find out.
Huh. First of all, let's see what's in here. Before we go and start anything. Nothing. Really? Nothing? It literally says bunker door, sealed shut, seal integrity intact, and then nothing. Huh. Nothing there too.
$236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
236? Wasn't there a number in the distress signal?
You're right. I should check the log.
Don't gotta. I remember it said SOS 237, but it said there were only 236, unless someone altered it. Because if there are only 236, they wouldn't think to look for a 237th. Of course, I also wouldn't think to look for such an odd number. What have we got? Well, there's someone in it. It's her. The, other me.
Aloy. It's you.
Not quite.
Skin's like ice. Must have cut this from her head.
Huh. It looks a bit like a Focus, but it's, you know, bigger. And the ones that Faro made, they were designed to be like magnetically applied to your temple. They didn't you know, claw their way in. Literally looks like a brain implant.
But why?
Hello, Elizabeth. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you. My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Farsineth. They are ruthless, and they have Eleuthia, Artemis, and Apollo now.
Wait, Apollo?
But at least they don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with.
Say what? Sneaky little.
You must succeed. Oh, this was all for nothing. Good luck. And goodbye.
Brave girl.
She's still alive.
We need to get her back to...
What the? Uh-oh.
Oh, shit, they can fly? Aloy! Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Erend?
2 of those Spectre things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
Crap.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Get her to cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
Right. She is a direct
I'll
link to
protect
them.
her.
All kinds of info. Cannot afford to lose her. Especially after all the
I
stuff
should
she went
prepare
through.
before the Spectre gets here. I can't let it get through to Varl on the clone.
Put a couple of these down. Acid to eat through its armor, then a couple of good blast
Here it comes!
traps. Over here, Junker.
Ooh, ugly one, aren't you?
Ah!
I should scan that thing. See if it has any weak spots.
Shit!
That thing's quick.
Where did it... Where the hell did it... Oh! Did that thing just... Whoa. 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 Come on, I want to tear something off this thing. Have something to bring home. Did this thing go into like a berserker state? Ah,
There.
that was a waste.
Are you okay, Aloy?
Yeah, I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Got it. I'll follow once the coast is clear.
Plasma defense, nice. Hold on a second.
Now this is a find.
Let's see. Whoo! Misa like. This is going to be a bit of a trip.